The English name Egypt comes from the Greek name for the land, Aegyptos, after an Egyptian king in Greek mythology. Modern Egyptians call their nation Misr, an Arabic word meaning country. In Greek mythology, Aegyptos was a legendary king of Egypt, and the eponymous ancestor of the Egyptians. He was the son of Belus and the twin brother of Danaus. According to the myth, Aegyptos had 50 sons, while his twin brother Danaus had 50 daughters. Aegyptos and his sons were said to have been cruel and despotic rulers, which led to a feud with Danaus and his daughters. The feud between the two brothers is the subject of one of the most famous Greek myths, the myth of the Danaides. According to the myth, Aegyptos wanted his sons to marry Danaus' daughters, but the daughters were opposed to the idea. In order to avoid the marriages, Danaus devised a plan to have his daughters murder their husbands on their wedding night. All of the daughters except one, Hypermnestra, followed through with their father's plan. The myth of Aegyptos and Danaus is often interpreted as a symbol of the eternal struggle between the forces of order and chaos. Aegyptos and his sons represent the forces of chaos and tyranny, while Danaus and his daughters represent the forces of order and justice. The myth also reflects the ancient Greeks' view of Egypt as a land of mystery and exoticism, a place where ancient customs and traditions were at odds with their own. The name Aegyptos itself has been the subject of much speculation and debate among scholars. Some believe that the name is derived from the ancient Egyptian name for the country, which was Hwt, meaning House of the Ka of Ta. Ta was an ancient Egyptian god associated with creation and craftsmanship, and was one of the chief deities of the city of Memphis. The Greeks may have derived the name Aegyptos from the Egyptian name for the country, with the initial Hwt being dropped in the Greek rendering. Others believe that the name Aegyptos is of Greek origin, and may be related to the Greek word Aegyptios, which meant burnt face. This may have referred to the dark complexion of the ancient Egyptians, or it may have been a reference to the hot, desert climate of the country. Another theory is that the name Aegyptos is derived from the ancient Egyptian word Hypta, which was the name of a temple complex in Memphis. The Greeks may have adopted the name of the temple complex as the name of the entire country, similar to how the ancient Egyptians referred to their country as Kemet, which meant black land in reference to the fertile black soil of the Nile Delta,